Central from the mother continent, Ghana. Um, Grateful that she could have joined us. Honorable Minister, welcome to HL Media and Sports. Today you made a significant stop to our island. Just tell us exactly what is it that brought you here and what's the mission?
I'm happy to be here in Jamaica and also to meet brothers and sisters in the diaspora. As you heard earlier in the press conference, our visit here has one objective. This year is the year of return, and we are celebrating the return of our kin in the diaspora. All people of African descent in the diaspora are being invited by the President of Ghana to come home and to commemorate the years of the Dark Passage, the transatlantic slave trade. It's also a decade declared by the UN as a decade of the people of African descent. The US Congress also passed a law, HR 1242, to celebrate the experience of the African in America and by extension in the Americas. The country Ghana, with its strong Pan-African credentials, is extending its arms to the sons and daughters of African descent in the diaspora to find space on the mother continent and to call home. And Ghana is the country doing that, the first on the continent. It's not the first time. This happened back in the 60s, where our first president, with his links to Marcus Josiah Garvey, started the same repatriation sentiments. And 60 years down the road, our president is re-echoing the sentiments that for Africa to redevelop and to re-establish its glory, the children and the people who were taken from the continent will have to be part of the renaissance of Africa. Hence this clarion call. It is a pilgrimage, and it's also a spiritual journey for our people to touch the motherland and to feel a sense of belonging. So Ghana is leading the way. The president is very passionate about this call, and the continent is also ready. It is the continent of natural resources, but the most important resources are people. Hence our visit to Jamaica and the Caribbean, by extension, to pay forward the call to return home.
Excellent. All right. So during the press conference, you noted, there's a video clip done by one of reggae music noted personnel, Gramps Morgan, introducing that there'll be flights from Ghana directly to Jamaica and from Jamaica directly to Ghana. Canada was mentioned, Guyana was mentioned. Talk to us a little bit about that. How real is that?
About 2 months ago, the Minister for Aviation from Ghana visited Guyana, and air service agreements have been signed with Guyana to ensure direct flights from Ghana, Jamaica into Accra as part of the year of return. So the air service agreement has been signed. Now we're left with the preparatory works to find business enterprises and entrepreneurs and charter flight companies interested in doing this leg. But the critical part is getting the country Ghana, the Minister of Aviation, signing the air services agreement that paves the way for entrepreneurs and businessmen and women with the consciousness of seeing the opportunities in Ghana and Africa by extension to have direct flights. So if you ask, that is where it's at. We've done the services agreement, and we're looking and showing up to also ask businesses to be part of that opportunity for direct flights.
Okay. All right. So quickly before we wrap up now, so we hear about the flights coming in. That's something big. Still, there's another, based on the conference, there was another niggling issue, that of visas. Please, just take whatever time you want and talk to us a little bit about that also.
Yeah, the good news is our President Nana Akufo-Addo, declared in Washington in September of last year that visa acquisition is a pledge that his childhood friend, Honorable Jacob Obechebilamte of blessed memory, who started the Joseph Project in 2007, had committed to ensure that people of African descent in the diaspora could come home and have seamless visa issues. So it is, as part of the year of return, it is a working document that we want people to be able to get visa on arrival in Ghana, so you don't have to have the cumbersome experience of mailing your passport, queuing and having it mailed back, and the whole experience that is not pleasant. So a cabinet document is being worked on, and visa on arrival will be the way to go. There is also a nibbling issue of okay to board. Ghana is one of those countries that if you want to come and get visa on arrival at point of entry in Ghana, the airlines will not allow you until you've gotten permission from Ghana Immigration Service. That is one bureaucratic step that we are eliminating. So you can either come directly, and most of these major airlines that fly to Ghana, about 40 of them, will be given that notification that we should allow our passengers to come, and they will acquire the visa at point of entry, which is the Kotoka International Airport or other border entries to get into the country. For us, it will improve our connectedness. It will also make it more seamless and easier to travel to Ghana, and by extension, open up the country for business, for tourism, and for the heritage culture that we want to share with our kin in the diaspora.
Honorable Minister, I will not flaunt your time. You gave me 5 minutes. I'm going to stick to that. I'm just going to ask that you, just for the record, state your exact function in Ghana.
My name is Honorable Catherine Abelema Afeku, Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, and a Member of Parliament. My mandate is to ensure that tourism, arts and culture is propagated. More people will travel to Ghana, enjoy the heritage, enjoy the peace and tranquility of country Ghana, but most importantly, the warmth and the hospitality of the good people of Ghana, starting with the President.
I take this opportunity to welcome you to Jamaica, and looking forward to when you return to talk a lot more, because there's so much to talk about, but because you gave me a time limit and I respect that, I'm holding you to that. Thanks a lot, Honorable Minister, for talking to us. All the best with your visions, and at some point in time, somewhere along the journey, we at HL Media, through what we do, will be able to help you. Thanks a lot.
We also want to thank you. Use this opportunity to share the message with people in the diaspora, especially in the Caribbean, that it is a spiritual journey to return to the motherland, starting with Ghana. This is a big year of return, and we want everyone who has the opportunity to see Africa for what it is. Together, we will rebuild the continent to its glory.
So just hold on, yeah, don't give up now, hold on, there's victory if you would just go again, yeah, there's victory if you would just go again.